Welcome to the podcast. My name is Darcy Foote. I'm a creative writing major and cinema minor, and I'm a member of the Fall 2025 Words and Pictures team for the English department at Virginia Tech. In this podcast, I will interview one of my good friends, Lillie Tynch, who is actively working on a novel while being a full-time student with 3 part-time jobs. Hello, Lillie.
Hi, Darcy.
Are you excited to be here?
I am very excited to be here.
That's awesome. Tell me about the creative writing projects you are working on in your free time now and what inspired these projects.
I write short stories like for classes and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll get an idea and I'm like, this would make a great short story. But my main project is definitely my novel, which is a historical fiction based in the golden age of piracy. And it's about the bastard daughter of Blackbeard and her kind of finding out that she's the bastard daughter of Blackbeard and then going on this journey to kind of find out the truth of her parentage. It's called The Captain's Daughter, and I've been working on that for 4 years. So I'm currently on the second draft.
Do you have a specific routine when it comes to writing, or do you just write whenever you can, whenever you feel like it?
I should have a routine, but I don't. I think it can be really difficult as a student to find time, but I do write when I can. So sometimes that's like on the bus or downstairs sitting with my roommates, or one of my jobs is a desk job. So there's a lot of downtime there, and sometimes I'm writing there. I can catch like 30 minutes before bed, but sometimes I am able to like sit down and like write for a few hours, and that's really when I'm like able to focus and like get stuff done. It's hard to find a routine with how unpredictable my schedule can be right now.
How do you stay committed to your novel in progress and work through writer's block? What keeps you motivated?
So I think that with writer's block and with staying motivated, I've had this personal connection with my novel because I grew up being told that I was related to Blackbeard. And, you know, whether or not that's true, I choose to believe it. And so, like, there's kind of this curiosity around pirates and around Blackbeard. So I think as far as motivation goes, like, I think I owe it to myself. I think I owe it to my 17-year-old self, and I owe it to myself now. So I think that's where my motivation comes from. But as far as getting through writer's block, my community has been extremely important. Just having those people who you can send your work to and be like, hey, like, what do you think of this? Like, what do you think I could do here? I'm running into this problem. Like, I don't know if I should add, like, a POV, or like, is this scene too slow? Or because if you stop when you have writer's block, like, you're not going to get through it. You need to be able to push through that before it gets to a point where you're putting your work down for multiple months and not getting anything done, which I have done many times.
How would you describe your mentality when writing? Are you highly focused, or do you get distracted often?
I think I'm able to stay pretty focused when I can sit down and write. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I set a timer, I throw it across the room, and just like get in the zone. Sometimes I get distracted because it is historical fiction and I'm doing a lot of research for it, so I like fall down a lot of rabbit holes. As far as like staying on task, I think I'm pretty good at that when I am able to focus. And then I do catch myself editing while I'm writing, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I do it anyway. And then I catch myself and I'm like, you know, badly, like, slap on the hand and then start writing again. And I am really critical while I'm writing, which I think is why it takes me so long to write sometimes. Like, I can be sitting there for 30 minutes and get like 4 sentences down. So like, I think it's different with the second draft just because like I am trying to polish it up now.
How did you feel when you finished your first draft?
I was really excited, and I felt so celebrated by my writing friends. Again, like, that community is so important, and to be working on it for that long, like, it felt really good to be able to be like, okay, like, I have it down. I think I was a little daunted, but I was also excited about doing the second draft because I wanted to get to the next step, but I wasn't really sure what that process was going to look like because this is my first novel. I've never written a book before, so it's been interesting figuring out what my process is as I've been going along, but I've really been enjoying the second draft. It feels so much easier.
How have your creative writing courses or other English courses complemented your work on your novel?
I think that with my creative writing courses, workshops have made me a better writer, and so I'm able to take that home and apply that to my novel. But I think the most important thing that my creative writing classes have given me has been that community and my classmates and my professors and the people who have supported my writing. I think that's the most important thing that I could have gotten out of those classes. I just think that's the most important part, because writing, it's a solitary craft, but it's not a solitary activity. If you intend on getting published, if you intend on becoming a better writer, you have to work with other people. It helps you stay accountable. Building that trust and respect with other people, with other writers, is really important. Because everybody has their different thought process and their different perspective on your writing, and it really helps to make your writing the best it can be for like a wider audience.
What are your career aspirations in regards to creative writing?
I don't think writing is gonna pay the bills necessarily. That would be the dream, never say never. But so I think that, I would love to go into editing or teaching. I'd like to go back and get my MFA and maybe become a professor or just go into academia. I really enjoy academia. Those things are still fulfilling to me, being able to work with writers from all different types of backgrounds and really help them polish their work and put it out there in the world. That's really fulfilling for me. So I think being able to do that during the day and then go home and still have the creative energy to write, I think that's a balance that I can see happening for me. So I think I'll probably write till I die. I would love for my books to reach as many people as they can.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Lillie.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for listening to the podcast.